At the front of this line is where my turn at.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Green Bay Packers and the San Francisco 49ers. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
21-yard line.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go, get off the field. 56, Mike, 56, right there, 56.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 more there and another 1st down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
A gain of 13 yards.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 41. Now the toss to Jones, running right. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6. At the 49ers' 27-yard line.
On 2nd down now, it's Jones. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. This one complete to Devin Funchess. Touchdown, Packers.
Complete.
Devin Funchess. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Packers have taken the early lead. This is a crew, they've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Huntley to throw. And right away, he lost the football. But an alert 49er able to gain possession, so they will indeed hold on to the pigskin. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered, because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position. Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish, because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there, because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
12 yards there and a 1st down.
A gain of 12.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Throwing is Rodgers. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Packers.
Here's Rodgers throwing quickly to the flat. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
Complete.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
At the 1-yard line.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Jones, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. Extra point try now for Crosby. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Packers 14, 49ers nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
At the 21-yard line.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14, 49ers nothing.
On second down, Knox. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Back on the option.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Huntley eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you come in off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. The tackle by Eric Armstead.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. At the 34-yard line.
Here's Jones. And he's going to be stopped well behind the line of scrimmage, and that's pretty much going to wipe out their gain from 1st down. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. It's complete to Grant. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They stopped him shy of the marker, thought they were bringing up 4th down, and then that penalty.
Let's face it, they thought they had bent, but could absorb that, right? Instead, they broke as a result of their own penalty.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. Pass hauled in by the 6'4" tight end Sternberger. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. For the Packers and Niners, this, of course, a rematch of the NFC Championship game from a year ago. And that game belonged to the 49ers. You might remember Raheem Mostert. Boy, he really made a name for himself in that one. 220 yards on the ground, 4 touchdown runs in the 37-20 victory that sent the 49ers to Miami. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage.
On the carry.
They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
No gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Now it's Rodgers. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So that one will be accepted. And this will be a gain of right around 3 from the 7 out to the 10-yard line.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Touchdown.
Devin Funchess with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Packers add on to their lead. And this one through the uprights and good.
Makes the score Packers 21, 49ers nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken in the end zone. Shrugs him off. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Packers pick it up, and they'll stop him at the 1-yard line, but small consolation there following the turnover. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket now.
And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Aaron Jones. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
At the 41-yard line.
Don't say nothing. 56.
On first down, Rodgers. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess. And that'll bring up second down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Looking deep for Adams. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
I got you.
Check, 42's the mic. You must be getting
On play action, now Garoppolo. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. And this shot downfield on 2nd down is brought in. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And he's going to look that one in one-handed. What a catch for the touchdown.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
He's got it to bring it back to 28-7 now.
Makes the score Packers 28, 49ers 7. Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
And finally, they get him to the ground, but it's all the way down at the Niners' 35-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 43 yards on the ground. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Quincy Wilson with the INT. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Rodgers pass.
Good job.
Intercepted. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach that?
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Adrian Amos with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
28.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. throwing on first down. Huntley. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Well, they certainly gave it an attempt. They had a diminutive receiver like this running through the land of giants in the middle of the field, but they couldn't find enough room to get him the football.
On second down now. Knox, and up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6. From the 39-yard line, here comes second down and 6.
At the 39-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
On third down, Knox. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
A loss of a yard.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll try and run for it. They're going for it with the option right. And trying to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short. And he is short. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Jones. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
A gain of 18 on the play. And a Packer first down.
They'll run on first down. It's Jones. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
Aaron Jones.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
He's going to find Gallup here complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
They'll go again to Jones. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
A loss of 2 brings up second and goal at the 8-yard line.
Now a look at the backup, Jordan Love. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Flushed out right. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown.
The keeper,
Jordan Love, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers add 6 to their lead.
Well, that's what you want to see from your quarterback when it's a goal line situation. A guy who's not afraid to tuck the ball, give his body up, and get into the end zone. That ought to inspire his entire team.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He fakes the give here and looks to throw. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. An ideal beginning of the drive there. He's now get 20 and a first down. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he'll be taken down by the face mask, it appeared. And yes, out come the flags. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
21, the ball carrier.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
20-yard line.
59 Mike, check, 59.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
The line of scrimmage. A 1-yard loss on the play. It's now 3rd.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a 4th down.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
So Garoppolo off. Coming on is the veteran Robbie Gould for the 49er field goal. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. Oh, Gould missed it. It's no good. Wide to the left, off the mark, and this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. On first down, Jones. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Aaron Jones.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today, try and get him over 100 yards.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
It's caught. Jones. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Packers.
Now a draw play. This is Jones. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
He was looking for his tight end, Jay Sternberger there. And now it's 3rd down. The Packers on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. D Ford with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. Third and long, why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A big play there.
21. Okay for you. Mike 42, Mike 42. In your face. 42 smart.
Garoppolo on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Ali. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Here's Garoppolo on first and 10. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Boy, that route is really tough to cover because if they're running it correctly, you think it's really going to be a slant.
Yeah, well, we talk all the time about how it's tough to execute offensively, but you're saying, don't forget, it's tough to cover for the defense, too.
Yeah, the number one thing that you're taught is to not get caught inside or get beat inside. So you guard that a little bit more. So that gives you a little bit more space to operate outside if you start your move initially inside if you're a receiver.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Jakeem Grant now to return. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Jakeem Grant on the return. The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're in control here as they start first and 10 and appearing to have righted the ship following that 2-game losing streak. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
On play action. Love to throw. Making the catch is Sternberger. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Play action this time with Love. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Another 18-yard gain. They had 18 on the previous snap as well. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. This throw caught right around the 6. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Packers add on to their lead. Got got to be feeling confident they're going to get off the schneid. An old coach told me he calls this a relief win. 0-3 would have been bad. You get to 1-2, you feel a lot better, don't you?
That is so true, and you feel better about yourself. You think to yourself, okay, we're still in the playoff hunt. We're not out of it at 0-3. But the other part, too, it leads to doubt about your system, leads to doubt about your coaches. They don't have to worry about that now. They can move forward.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And that is incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down.
Hey, watch the slant.
They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. And Wilson has it. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
At the 40-yard line.
13.
Today's
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Packers, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they'll return home next week to take on the LA Rams. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions.